Okay, quick Thursday morning radar update. So, we've got to move down today. A little bit of flip-floppery around those all-time high levels in the US. Double top levels. Expected. I think what we'll do is we'll just jump straight into the volume leaders, or lack of, today. It looks like it's a pretty soft day. It's actually my portfolio tells a different story. There's quite a lot of open interest in my portfolio this morning, but the market, looking at the market and looking at the portfolio, sometimes the two do very different things. So it is, I'll just go into the large caps first actually. It's 10 past 10, just gone. We should have traded 24% to be on average volume. That would be about 36 to be on conviction. 24% going in. Themes today, a few REITs in there, investment trusts, bit of a mix really. So recovery to profit on CNC through these investment trusts. JDG. Take my phone out of my pocket as it's coming over the microphone. ATYM. Inch. It makes you wonder what the rest of the car dealers were doing, doesn't it? After all the hoo-ha about the car dealers, we did see. I know there's a couple on the GTRS. Not seen them in a while, so I'm going to have a look in a minute. Not an area I like to sort of, not that, sometimes I trade them, but EQLS, right side of base and beg piece, it's going sideways. IPO breaking out there, I don't know anything about it. Got no forward on this one. There's Marshalls anyway. Marshalls went well, didn't it? And the other one, is it Virtue? Let's just go and have a quick look through these. Goes to try and find the car dealers, but I can't zoom down that far. Yeah, it went good, didn't it, Virtue? It's above the base there, above the higher high. So it broke out this reverse vol base, came in first retrace, and we saw it on the screens here. So pretty good session last night. I think I might do something on prediction against reaction. So let's just draw something here. So when it comes to, I suppose, pure fundamentals, you can't, if you want to ride a trend, you want to get paid by the price actually moving, not, investing style where you can get paid overtime by, dollar cost averaging, dividend reinvest, all that sort of, that's miles away from what anyone who's active does. So we get paid, for taking a trade in the direction of the move, so short or long. Bear with me here. Maybe should have set this up. And this is where reaction is found. You can react to the price going higher. If I spell anything wrong, it's not my fault. I'm dyslexic. Or you could react to the price going lower. Now, what about prediction? So inside this box, we have, let's just say it's a car park, and we've got different coloured cars, and we've got different makes of cars. So prediction would just be to walk around the car park, pick a car, say I'm going to ride this car north. I want to make money if this car goes north. So prediction would just be walking up to any car in the car park. What are the outcomes? Well, the car might just stay in the car park. It might be there for weeks. It might be there for months. The car might drive out of the car park and go south. So you've got two. One bad, one costs you in time, one costs you in price, direction. Or it could go in your direction. You kind of got a 1 in 3 that you might pick it right. Well, this game, it's how right you are. So 1 in 3 is okay. But the guy who stands here and waits to get on board a car, what is actually outside the car park, and it's going in the direction of north, out of the north gate. Well, that guy there, he's the guy who picks the car, what he likes to take a ride in, and he waits for it to start moving. He reacts to the price action, so it starts moving out of the car park. That guy there is gonna do a lot better. Sometimes this guy here will get in the car, and the car won't. We'll get in the car too early, and the car's, it's come to the gate, and it goes, yeah, not today, and it moves back into the car park. So this guy's going to get whipsawed a few times. This guy here who just predicts is just going to be taking a pure, purely guessing. You might be going around looking at the cars saying this one's got more fuel in than that one, but it still doesn't mean that it's going to go in the right direction. Once in a while, someone who's got a bit of influence in the car park will shout, minis are going to go, minis are going to go north, and they're going to tip a mini, and people will scurry to the mini, and it will make a move, and it will drift back into the box, and then it will drop out of the lower the box and lose them money. So that is the tip. Someone inside the box is just going to shout, minis. That's what's moving this week. There's probably going to be another guy in that box with a little bit of influence, and he's going to say, red minis. That's a theme. We've got a theme going now. It's all about red minis. And everyone's going to get on board the theme. And you've got to remember there was a car park lower down, and they moved out of the car park. The theme might have already happened. The theme probably played out. and all the red minis moved already up into the next car park. You know, they've made the journey, and then someone's basically inventing a rear view theme. It might play out again, but if the guy who's waiting at the car park number 2 here, the current car park, if the guy who's waiting on the northbound exits doesn't see any red minis, well, that theme's going to be proven BS, isn't it? That's kind of what we had with battery metals and all the metal stocks. You know, they made the move. The people who made the money were sat on the northbound exit of the car park. They rode the trend, as I did and many others, and then the influencers and the theme of the next sort of car park started shouting and tipping them because they'd seen what had happened previously. And it never happened. They all drifted back in and went through the lows of the you know, they went on the southbound exit and you know, drifted quite a long way. So, you know, straight away, themes, if you don't see the theme hitting the screens, the theme is worthless to someone who rides trends. If it's happening, you will see it with your own eyes. You will see them coming, you know, starting to move out of pullback areas or out of bases. So what am I trying to get at here? I would say 90% plus of people just follow people who do business in this box. They look in the rear view mirror, they talk about things what have happened, all newspaper tips and everything like that. You know, they tend to tell you about things what you want to hear. And the things what nobody's talking about, what turn out to, you know, everything what moved out here wasn't talked about until it got to here. You know, the people who make the money are the ones who react to what is actually moving. It's like, red minis are the ones what the best ones, but all I'm seeing is blue minis. You know, that the sector might be right, but I'm not, you know, I'm only seeing blue minis here. It is what it is. I'll get in the blue mini. I think that one's going in the right direction. So occasionally you'll get these false moves on tips. News days and noise days. You know, news can falsely sort of give a one day's horrible reaction, but you know, if you just sit and turn up every day on the north exit, you know, when the car park opens, you turn up every day on the north exit and you see what moves out, and you wait till the end of the day and see if it's still, you know, holding that sort of northbound sort of exit. It's still hanging in there and not falling back in. You know, there will be whipsaws, but turning up every day and not having an opinion on what should move and just getting on board what is actually moving, you know, that is how you're going to get, you know, better results. You know, quit all the what you think you know and just react to what is actually happening. You know, the little earworm what tells you what you should be looking at is, you know, it's usually rear view. So, you know, this morning's off piste is way off piste, isn't it? But, you know, reaction or prediction. You know, I've seen so many of these themes that everyone keeps asking me about themes this, themes that, and you know, whatever I think doesn't really matter in my account. It's basically, you know, no trigger, no trade. If I don't see it on the screens and it doesn't tick what I like to ride, you know, stories of growth against growth, themes against what's you know, stories of what should be moving. It's usually always rear view. It was coal, you know, it was 3D printers, you know, that the theme got huge after the move, you know, it's over and over again, it's always going to be rear view. You've got to cut all that. You've got to learn to forget all that and just, buy the best, stocks what fit what you like to trade, your own fundamentals, and make sure they're going in the right direction. Never fight the trend. Sometimes the fundamentals will tell you that they have these great characteristics, but the stock still goes down. Never fight the trend. Okay.